For more on this, we're now joined by Vuma's CSI manager, Taylor Kwong, and Ellouise van Vuuren, who is the co-director at the Grace Factory. A very good morning to you, ladies. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Simphiwe, and good morning to all the viewers out there. Thank you for having us.
It's an absolute pleasure. Ellouise, I'm going to start with you. Tell us a bit more about the Grace Factory initiative and what you guys do there.
I first want to say good morning, Simphiwe, and thank you for taking this, for joining, letting us do this. So the Grace Factory, we're a non-profit organization, and to make a long story short, we exist to assist vulnerable mothers and babies at the time of a mother's birth with the basic essentials she will need to look after her baby for the first few weeks. So it's as simple as a mom who's giving birth, who doesn't have maternity pads for herself, who doesn't have a warm blanket for a baby, who doesn't have an outfit or all the essentials. So we provide a maternity pack. That's one of the things we do. That's our highlight project. Is we assist moms and vulnerable moms and babies with the essentials needed at the time of the baby's arrival.
Now, Taylor, speak to us about why Vuma decided to join forces with the Grace Factory for this cause.
Awesome. So with regards to, the reality of South Africa and the world, women and children are amongst the most vulnerable. And for us, it's so important that we work together with other organizations like the Grace Factory to hold hands with our community members, especially our young moms. So we share similar values in the sense that we want to make sure we don't leave anybody behind, and we provide the necessary support that these young moms would need. And that's sort of how we sort of established this partnership with the Grace Factory. They've done incredible work in our communities and in the public space. Just to date, over 19,000 moms have been assisted. So we're super proud to be a part of this initiative with them. And it's really important, and we've taken it upon ourselves and encourage other organizations to do the same this month and moving forward.
Right. Now, Taylor, I understand that Vuma has committed to sponsoring the Grace Factory with 96 maternity packs. Speak to us more about this.
Absolutely, Simphiwe. So we've decided to partner in terms of providing funding towards those 96 maternity packs. We also have staff currently taking it upon themselves to knit actual baby blankets. So we've got staff involved as well. We've got our community getting involved in terms of getting involved with volunteering on certain days. So we've got the maternity packs, which includes all the baby essentials that they need. We have our staff getting involved as well. So knitting and crocheting all those blankets. And then just also making sure that we can do our part and be there on the day to help pack these maternity bags.
Ellouise, I understand that there's hundreds of thousands and possibly millions of new mothers and vulnerable mothers at that. So how do you go about choosing or selecting which mothers can benefit from this program?
So I just want to say thank you to Vuma, first of all. We're having a massive packing day with 1,000 maternity packs, and Vuma sponsoring 96 packs is huge. But how we go around, I'm actually a social worker by trade, Simphiwe. So what we do is we work, so it's not like everybody gets a free pack. We're not like a medical aid who gives free packs to moms. We work through social workers, through government hospitals, through clinics, mother and obstetric units in the public space. We would work through credible NPOs who are working long-term with mothers. So we identify the mothers beforehand when they go for antenatal checkups. The social workers in clinics will know which moms are vulnerable. And every person that arrives pregnant at a pregnancy at a clinic a young girl didn't arrive there voluntarily pregnant. So we identify that we work with over 60 organizations across South Africa to identify the most vulnerable. Obviously, because we can't give a pack to every mom who just struggles a bit. We really have to identify moms with hardly any support structures and assistance. So we work through all other organizations, credible, registered organizations working in communities, and then government hospitals and clinics and those kind of organizations.
And how can South African corporations and individuals help vulnerable mothers keep their newborn babies warm this winter, especially ahead of this year's Mandela Day?
Gosh, you cut out there a bit. How can people assist? I'm assuming you said that. How can people assist? Is like Vuuren assisting, is donating the finances for. So it went out there for 1,000 packs. The budget for 1,000 packs is a huge amount. They can assist by arriving on the day. They can join us. They can go on www.thegracefactory.co.za to find out where we are. They can assist financially. We've got ladies knitting. People can drop off their pre-loved baby clothing at all our collection points. They can host packing days for us. Corporate packing days are one of our. Oh gosh, I have completely.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Now, Taylor, what do you think contributes to young mothers in South Africa being amongst our country's most vulnerable?
So, Simpiwe, going back to the reality of sort of the South African landscape, we do have so many young moms out there. We've got such high numbers when it comes to gender-based violence. And with the cost of living just increasing, there's so many challenges out there. We also find that there's lack of opportunities for young women and lots of young children out there to actually get involved. And so we do take it upon ourselves to go out into our communities and provide access to opportunities, whether it's through sport, through community centers and so on. So there's many challenges that our youth are faced with today, and the cost of living, which we are all of sort of experiencing at the moment, is really driving this as well.
Yeah, and what are some of? Yeah, we are out of time, unfortunately. But what are some of the many challenges that these vulnerable young mothers face on a daily basis? I understand that the cost of a healthy pregnancy and delivery is amongst them.
Can I answer that? Am I back in?
Go ahead. Go right ahead, Ellouise. Yeah.
For me, I think the stigma attached to why women fall pregnant. So a lot of mothers, South Africa's got unique problems, as we know. We've got children raising children in our country. The stigma of talking about sexual reproduction. So people are reproducing sexually in rich households, middle-income households, and poorer household incomes. And it's a lack of access to so many resources, like to get contraceptives. You might have to wait a whole day in a clinic, and you can't get off school. A lack of education, in my opinion, of what to do, and still a taboo to talk to your young children about sexual reproduction, and also the stigma attached to falling pregnant at a young age. People judge. Privilege is such people judge from the state of privilege. How young women fall pregnant. We're in the gender-based violence capital of the world. Not every young person falls pregnant voluntarily. So those are challenges young moms face, mothers face. It's always judgment of why you fall pregnant. Why do you fall pregnant if you can't afford it? And I think privilege blinds you. People say things like that. It's the bane of my existence when people speak about it's not about how you fall pregnant. It's the baby's there. Let's help how we can. Not every woman or young girl falls pregnant voluntarily either in our country, or has a right about her own sexual reproduction. Does she want to be a mom or not? So there's so much challenges, just the health challenges, overcrowded systems. It's a complex situation.
I'm afraid we're going to have to end it. I'm afraid we're going to have to end it there. But thank you so much for joining us, ladies. This is really, really a beautiful initiative. We do appreciate your time this morning.
Thanks, Simpiwe.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That was Vuma's CSI manager, Taylor Kwong, and Ellouise van Vuuren, the co-director at the Grace Factory, and they've been speaking to us about how their initiative is helping young, vulnerable mothers keep their new babies warm this winter.